ฮัลโหลครับโอเคหายไปหลายวันเนาะก็กลับมาแล้วสวัสดีปีใหม่ก่อนเลยนะครับขอโทษครับใส่ beginner ก็เลยอาจจะพูดขัดๆหน่อยเนาะโอเคสวัสดีปีใหม่อีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับก็เดี๋ยวผมสตาร์ตหน้าจอก่อนเลยนะครับมาจะได้ไม่เสียเวลาเดี๋ยวเราเริ่มเล่นเลยดีกว่าเนาะตัวของเควสในเรื่องนะครับผมไม่รู้นะว่าตอนอ่ามันยังเป็นแบบแพทช์ก่อนไหมอะที่มีเรื่องปัญหา ที่ตัวของเ u e s เนี่ยมันไม่มีเสียงพูดอะจะได้ไม่เสียเวลาครับเล่นเลยดีกว่า แป๊บนึงนะครับ
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. So soft. But it's a little too sweet?
It is a bit sweet, but there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness. Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time. There's no need to be so nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious. I'm glad you like it.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cakes so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquei Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner of a nearby street. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me. But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine. So this is where you were. Senior Fufu, you're back. Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Sailoon Bay. We should go take a look.
แป๊บนึงนะ
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers, and is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them?
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here. She'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty. And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yesha Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquay Summit.
เอ้าไอหมอนี่นี่
Mr. Liu! My brother, he's just...
Yeshun Guang, facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
โคตรโยนงาน
Excuse me.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquay Summit.
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. As for these flowers, they've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before. Back when the old capital fell, we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay. Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions.
เที่ยนี่มันเป็นอะไรนักหนาวะ
I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does right by the disciples of Yunquay Summit.
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Yeshun Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword.
แม่งย้ำเรื่องของเย่ชี่หยวนไม่พักเลยไอตัวนี้
Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunquay Summit's honor more seriously than anything.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Liu? Is he?
He's an elder of Yunquay Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Ishu and Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Ishu and Shifu was the only one from Yunquay Summit who survived the Phylum Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
feels like he's kinda strict with you.
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must live up to that title that comes with the responsibility. He's just... Alright, enough of that. It's getting late and... Oh, right! The osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time. But next time, I'll make the perfect... It's a promise. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Hmm.
อ้าวไดรีนกับปาเย่เข้ามา
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Yeshu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so when I heard what happened with Shuyan some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr. Liu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However, my information is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator. Meanwhile, Yeshu Yin's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end he was possessed by the creator's power.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the creator's control and awaken Yeshu Yun.
It's all thanks to Xiaoguang. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to suppress that monster or rescue Senior Ye.
Yet everything comes with a price. And that price... Xiaoguang, you used the power of the Qingming sword, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Yeshu Yun left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Yeshu Yun colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Phylum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunquay Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
ต้องการอะไร
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunquei Summit, and that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did.
Whatever the case, Yeshu Yuan has done real damage to Yunquei Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the creator, we saw this really weird black mist, and the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we're to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But
Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember?
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunquei Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power, and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Yeshunguang, you need to rest.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
thank you, Junior. I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No.
ยี่สวนคือร้านจัด
I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you. Whoa.
ทำไมรูถึงยัดเยียดขนาดนี้ อันนี้อยากรู้
Oh.
เยเคตำนานไร้พ่ายน้องเจ้า อ๋อ
Belle, I'm still not entirely at ease. Even if Xiaoguang seems fine now, it won't be good if she really does lose all of her memory. Maybe we should reach out to Yishan Shifu again.
Right. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss...
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger. But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained. So you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help, but after my sister, after what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power. But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Shiyan joined Yunquei Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shiyan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for. After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her. Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone until the Keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful and I let my pride dull my vigilance, none of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Lu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next.
ใช่ฟูพูดถูกนะ
The way she looked just now, she must be really hurting inside.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't helping. How about I go talk to her?
I still have something I need to take care of, so if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry.
เดี๋ยวผมขอเบรกเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บนึงนะครับ ฮัลโหลโอเค มาต่อแล้วครับแป๊บนึงเซลล์มา
Belle? Well,
You looked kinda down just...
thank you. I'm fine. But you,
เปิดภาพบาปไปดีกว่า ดูไปนี่
I'm sorry. I actually caught a glimpse.
huh?
Oh, you're both here. Perfect. I was just about to go looking for you. Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that. Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
You know, Xiaoguang, you don't have to be so considerate all the time. It's okay to feel bothered, to get upset. If I were in your shoes, I'd be hurt too. It's totally normal, really. Everyone feels that way sometimes. So, Don't keep blaming yourself, okay?
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
All right. Shifu also asks us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine. Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Huh? A test? Alright then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Let's see. When we first met, what were you doing?
When we first met... If you mean at Suibian Temple, I think I was trying to rescue that chubby orange cat.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
คุยกันรอบกองไฟเหรอ
When you were doing fortune reading for everyone, what role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master. And Bow Lion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
Right again! Now on to the final question.
Last question. What do you like being called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's that...
Senior?
Wow! The wind totally drowned you out! Didn't really hear you. Mind saying that a bit louder?
กวนตีน
It's Senior. Aw, you're teasing me again.
Perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine. It's getting late, so I'll head out first. You two get some rest, all right?
Ah.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีคนดูด้วยนะครับ ทั้งฝั่งของ YouTube แล้วก็ตัวของ Twitch เนาะ
It's already so late. Who in the world would come looking for me now? Did I really see that? That shadowy figure? Was it just my imagination? Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief. Oh, there's a cat over there. I'll go take a look. Is someone there?
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Wait, I know you.
Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive. I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
You're the one that appeared after she used the Qingming sword, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Your memory's sharp. That's right. I am your senior, Ye Shengguang, through and through.
Could it be?
If that makes it easier for you, feel free to think of me as such. I'm the one she hides under that perfect, obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half. If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt. She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny. But me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up to feel moved by their own sacrifice.
I get where you're coming from. I just don't want to see her hurt herself for the sake of helping everyone else.
Fair, you say? You're the very first person who's ever said that word to me. I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. Someone to die in their place. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, write poems about her glory, and then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
People would understand, right?
You really are just as naive as she is. The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does. Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Looks like it's about time. She's...
Wait! I still have tons of questions!
happened? Hmm.
Hello again, everyone. Remember me? I'm Jill from Krampus Compliance Authority. Yup, that Judgment Division of Tops. The one that makes all the bad guys run for cover. And this lovely young lady must be the rising star of Yongkoi Summit. The current keeper of the Qingming Sword herself. We've never really had the chance to properly get acquainted, have we?
Hello. I'm Yeshun Guang. It's nice to meet you, Miss Zhao from Krampus.
Honestly, the honor's all mine. Finally meeting the legend herself? In person? You know, there are people out there secretly placing bets that you'll become new Eridu's next Void Hunter. They're saying stuff like, she'll be the one to restore Yunquai Summit's former glory and all that.
What? Oh, I'm not that amazing. I just...
Oh, no need to be modest. For someone as gifted and talented as you, someone who turns heads just by walking in the crowd, being too modest could be considered arrogance.
Please?
I'm kidding! Don't take it too seriously. Still, you're the chosen one. And we also have Miss Belle here. Lovely to see you again.
Is it just me? Or does Miss Zhao's...
Oh, looks like you're still getting to know me. My attitude always depends on the relationship, you know. Like today, I came all the way here with a bunch of carefully chosen gifts. But aside from these little goodies, I also brought something you'll definitely want. Information about Mr. Yeshu.
You mean my brother?
Uh-huh. So, tell me, don't I make a pretty great guest?
อยู่
You
เป็น
said
อ
you
ยู่
have
เป็น
news about my brother? Wait, do you actually know where he is?
Don't get all worked up, Missy. Rushing won't get you anywhere. But your instincts are spot on. I do happen to have a lead on your brother's whereabouts.
Where is he?
Well, that's not very professional of you. In business, it all comes down to equal exchange. I give you what you want, and you give me what I want. Fair, efficient, and perfectly transparent. Barging in and asking for something before offering a trade? That's some questionable manners, don't you?
I'm sorry.
She's just really worried. It's her brother we're talking about. So, what's your condition?
Now we're talking, Proxy. A new unknown area has appeared in Lemnian Hollow, and I'm heading there to investigate.
An unknown area?
Correct. And to sweeten the deal, I'll throw in a bonus. According to the latest observation data, the area covered by Lemnian Hollow has expanded by approximately 0.002%, accompanied by abnormal miasma activity, occurred right after your battle with Ye Shuyan ended. So, my theory is that there's some kind of abnormal miasma in that newly emerged unknown area, which is causing Lemnian Hollow to expand. I need your help investigating it.
But why me? If you need help from a proxy, I get that, but what can I do for you?
Because you're the current keeper of the Qingming Sword. And I've heard a few interesting tidbits from Dylan, like how the Qingming Sword reacts oddly near the Hollow Steps, and how it was the sword's power that ultimately saved Yish. Also, did those white flowers that appeared in Waifei cause a strange reaction from the sword? Like some sort of resonance?
That's right. The Qingming sword started trembling when we came into contact with those flowers.
I'm just connecting the dots on what we know so far. If my guess is right, the power of that sword, this new area, and the entire Lemnian Hollow are all connected somehow. And those strange white flowers may just be related to the abnormal miasma causing this expansion. So, I need you, Missy, and our brilliant proxy friend here to join me. Of course, as payment, I'll give you the exact coordinates where your brother was last seen. I spotted him right at the edge of that new area.
All right, I'll do it.
That's a decisive answer.
I want to say yes, but Xiaoguang's health. Yishuan Shifu warned us more than once not to let her get near anything that could trigger the Qingming sword again.
I'm fine, Junior. You tested me before, remember? My memory's perfectly normal. I've already asked Senior Fufu and the others. None of them have found any trace of my brother. This might just be my best shot.
I understand where you're coming from, but this is too risky. I need to think it over. Miss Zhao, what?
Not an option. Observing the connection between that hollow area and the Qingming sword is part of my research. My terms are non-negotiable. Looks like you two aren't exactly on the same page. That's all right. I'm patient. I can wait. And don't worry, I never force a deal. So, if you decide you do want to work with me, come and find me at the proxy. You're smart, I can tell. I'm sure you'll make the most reasonable choice.
I know you still have concerns, but this lead means everything to me. Don't worry, if Ishuan Shifu finds out and punishes us, I'll take full responsibility. Please, I need this.
I don't care if I get punished. What matters to me is your health condition. We know too little about the Qingming sword. We can't take blind risks.
You know, before my brother left, I think I heard him say something. He said he'd save me. So I think maybe that's why he left without telling anyone why. But here I am, pretending nothing happened. Stuck here in safety, waiting, praying, doing nothing. I don't want to be the fragile doll hiding in a glass house everyone keeps locked away anymore. I want to give something back. To use my strength to protect the people who've always protected me. I want to return the warmth and love I've received with my own hands.
All right. If you've already made up your mind, I'll respect that. You have my word. We'll go.
Thank you. Really, to be honest, I've been meaning to tell you that you're really special to me.
อันแน่ ถ้าเกิดเล่นเป็น MC ผู้ชายนี่จะเป็นอีกอารมณ์หนึ่งนะครับพ่อหนุ่มซอย6
Maybe it's the sword, but everyone, my brother and all the people at Yunquai Summit, they all treat me like I'm made of glass. I know they mean well, but it makes me feel guilty. But you listen to me. You stand up for me. You make me feel respected, even when everyone else thinks I'm being reckless. That means more to me than I can ever say.
No need to thank me, but promise me one thing. Whatever happens in the Hollow, promise me you'll put your own safety first.
I promise.
And about what you said, that you don't want to be the one who always needs protecting. Honestly, I've never thought of myself as your protector. You're way too strong for that, Senior. I'm just accompanying you, that's all. No matter what you decide to do, just know that I'll be by your side. That's a promise. Will you promise me that too? So whenever I look over, I know you'll be there?
Yes, I promise. Whenever we turn around, whenever we look over our shoulders, we'll always see each other there. Pinky promise.
I knew it! You came after all. I just knew you'd make the right choice.
Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
Go on.
You said you wanted to investigate because you detected signs of the Hollow expanding. But, I mean, would Tops really care about what happens to Phylum Heights? No matter...
It's only natural you'd think that way, Missy. The moment you learned I work for Tops, you'd start assuming that everything I do is for their benefit. And, honestly, that's not entirely wrong. But, like I said before, I'm with Krampus Compliance Authority. Krampus does operate under Tops, sure. But our duty is to audit, judge, and enforce the rules. Those useless clowns Tops sent to Phylum Heights before were our judgment targets. So please, don't lump me in with them. Besides, the bigger an organization gets, the messier its internal politics become.
So what you're saying is...
Don't forget, Krampus is the one managing Phylum Heights now. No matter what happens, I have to take responsibility for my work. Like I told you before, in this world, everything comes down to one thing: equivalent exchange. We've taken so much from Phylum Heights. It's only fair we take responsibility for protecting it, too. Smart people don't take without giving back. In contrast, Yunquei Summit's shining prodigy and current keeper of the Qingming Sword, dear Miss Ye Shunguang here, seems to have a much more honest reason for joining the investigation. All for her brother, right? Oh my! Who would have thought? Turns out a Tops businesswoman like me cares more about Phylum Heights than Yunquei Summit does.
Of course we care about Phylum Heights. But at the moment, the only sign of hollow expansion comes from your readings. Besides, most hollows grow at a gradual pace.
You've done your research, I see. But according to my data, Lemnian Hollow's expansion rate is way beyond. Still, we won't know the truth until we... Don't worry. Once we're inside, I'll point out to you exactly where I last saw Mr. Yeshu Yuan. So, let me summarize the main mission objectives once more. Enter the mysterious new area in Lemnian Hollow. investigate the expansion and the abnormal miasma activity, and determine the cause. To achieve this, I'll need the help of the most skilled proxy in New Eridu to guide my way. I'll also need the Qingming Sword's keeper to use the blade and resonate with the white flowers. No time to waste. Let's head out now. I checked around a bit. This place used to be an old porcelain mine. It's where they used to process lumite ore. If we keep going forward, we'll probably reach the main mining area.
Hey, yes.
Art. That's strange. Did the Qingming sword just move? Or was it just my imagination?
What's wrong? Did the sword react to something? It's not affecting you, is it? Maybe we should go back for now and double check.
Don't worry. I just felt like the sword resonated with some kind of energy here.
Looks like the sword really is connected to this area somehow.
Abnormal miasma detected in this area.
Something's definitely wrong. The miasma around here feels different from what we've seen before.
You mean the miasma here feels unusually thick?
It's not about the concentration of the miasma, but it's giving off an unsettling feeling.
According to my previous investigation, this area is an abandoned mining site that was shut down a long time ago. Before you defeated that creature controlled by the creator, there wasn't even an entrance here. Clearly, this is an area lost to time. Nope. Okay then, that's enough intel sharing for now. Your brother's last known location is that way, and the sector I'm investigating lies in the opposite direction, so we'll split up for now. We can meet up again once you finish investigating Yeshu Yen's trail.
Huh? We're not going together? Based on what Junior Bell said, this place sounds dangerous.
According to the principle of equivalent exchange, I give you leads on Yeshu Yuan, and you help me with my investigation. Nowhere in our deal does it say I have to babysit your investigation. Or are you trying to get me to work for free, Missy?
No, that's not what I mean.
You've got it wrong. Xiaogong is just worried about your safety. Sticking together is definitely safer given how strange this area is.
Well then, you don't have to worry about me. I am Krampus's most successful judge, the only one without a single failed mission on her record, and the holder of the title, the Unbeaten Legend. You two should probably focus on yourselves. Go handle your mission, and we'll meet up at the dock later. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Since she's so capable, I guess she'll be fine. Right? Okay then. Let's follow the coordinates and start from the warehouse. The warehouse is right over there. Let's hurry up.
โอ้เปลี่ยนไม่ได้ด้วยทั้งที่ผมมีชุนกวางเป็น2นะ ไม่เป็นไรเปลี่ยนไม่ได้ไม่เป็นไรอันนี้ผมคงไม่อ่านให้ดูนะครับเพราะว่าคิดว่าน่าจะรู้กันแล้ววิธีการเล่นของเอชินกวงเนาะ
This place feels so dangerous. Why would my brother ever come here?
He must have had his reasons. Once we find him, we'll know for sure.
Guess I'll just have to ask him myself when we meet.
Let's head out. This way.
นะประมาณ
Wait, am I asleep?
Miasma anomaly
แมงบูตัวนี้เหรอ
is increasing.
I can't believe there's an active bamboo in this no man's land.
Trixie!
Did it just mention the abnormal miasma? Like Miss Joe said. Let's follow it.
Don't worry, I'll make this quick. The line is drawn. What the heavens? That bamboo must have gone inside the warehouse. Let's go in. Where did that bamboo go?
มีเสียง
Over there.
เสียงวิ่งตัดแบบ
Wow, you just picked up a new perception technique on your own?
พลังเนี่ยมันเหมือนกับเกมหรือเรื่องอะไรนะ
I knew you
จำไม่
were
ได้
gifted. Give it time and you'll be one of the best and brightest of Yunquei Summit. Ride the wind. The blade knows my heart. The blade knows my heart.
เดี๋ยวไปถึงตรงนั้นเดี๋ยวเกมน่าจะสอนโอเคคงไม่ต้องรอให้เกมสอนแล้วหายแล้ววาร์ปลงไงเนี่ย
Through the void.
Attempting to reorganize data. Requesting reroute.
อ๋อ ไอ้แบงบูตัวนี้มันพังนี่หว่า
Alert. Unidentified bamboo detected. A model unknown. Not listed in any new Eridu official databases. Risk advisory. High-level intelligence data construct detected within the target. Its data structure bears partial resemblance to samples in the database, but no full match found.
Error. Data error detected.
Whoa, this little guy can speak the universal. Is it talking to itself? Or did its
there? Can you understand me?
Greetings, my dear friends. Don't worry, I can understand you perfectly. It's nice to meet you. My name is Luckspring. As you can tell, I'm a Bangboo that's a little faulty.
What are you doing all alone in a place like this? Did you get lost?
I must apologize. There's an issue with my memory module, so I'm not even sure why I'm here. When I first became aware, I was already stuck here. I've been wandering around ever since, but haven't found a way out. I even got caught underground for a while. Luckily, I remember the important things. What I am and why I was created. That's enough to keep my mind in order. I was built by one of the first Void Hunters, Lady Sunbringer herself.
เดี๋ยวก่อนนะซันบริงเนี่ยเป็นผู้หญิงเหรออันนี้สงสัยใช้คำว่า Lady Sunbringer เนี่ย
As you might know, Lady Sunbringer was the chief executive officer of Marcel Group, the very inventor of all Bangboo. I belong to an early series she designed, the High Firepower Combat Bangboo, model number GU0001. Sadly, that line was discontinued not long after release due to various issues. After all these years, most Bangboo of my model have been scrapped. Perhaps I'm the last of my models still operating in Meridio.
High firepower combat Bangboo. But lots of Bangboo can help in combat these days.
That's true, but I'm not quite the same. Simply put, my firepower was several magnitudes higher. But don't be fooled by how I look now. I was quite formidable in my prime. But do not worry. My combat module has been non-functional for years. I pose no threat to you.
We're not scared or anything. It's just the first time I've heard of this type of Bangboo. I'm kinda curious. What drove Lady Sunbringer to create high firepower combat Bangboo in the first place?
Every Bangboo she made was designed with a purpose. Some were meant to share the burden of human labor, others to bring warmth and company. Lady Sunbringer loved humanity more than anything ever could. That's why every Bangboo, no matter the appearance, was made to serve mankind. And for us, the High Firepower Combat Series, that mission, hard-coded deep within our core, is simple and absolute. To protect humanity. I was born to protect. But now, I've lost all the means I once had to fulfill that purpose. So I suppose protecting isn't something I can really talk about anymore. Perhaps my end should be the same as the others of my kind. Buried in some cold scrapyard. Quietly forgotten.
Don't say that. We'll get you out of the hollow. And once we do, we'll find someone to fix you up.
It's been far too long. I doubt anyone in New Eridu even remembers my model ever existed, let alone how to repair one. Still, thank you for saying that.
มันสามารถลองเล่นตัวของเย่ชุนกวงได้ไหมครับลองเล่นได้นะครับคือตามเนื้อเรื่องเนี่ยก็จะมีให้ลองเล่นกันอยู่แล้วมันเป็นตัวทดลองเนาะซึ่งจริงๆอ่ะผมเองเนี่ยอยากจะเล่นตัวที่ตัวเองสุ่มมานะเพราะว่าผมมาบิวของอะไรทำเสร็จแล้วล่ะอยากจะเล่นตัวนั้นมากกว่าแต่เกมไม่อนุญาตให้เล่นครับกดลองยังไงล่ะครับผมเพิ่งสมัคร ID มาโอเคเดี๋ยวพอจบบทพูดตรงนี้เดี๋ยวผมเปิดให้ดูนะครับ
Perhaps because we were too pricey to maintain. I'm proof of both. My memory, combat, and even speech modules have all suffered varying degrees of damage. Technically, I should have been scrapped long ago, but I've got nowhere else to go. So
it's okay. You can come with us. Oh, right. I haven't even... This is my junior, Belle. We're disciples from Yunquay Summit. We came here looking... Oh, right. You mentioned a...
As a combat Bangboo, I'm quite sensitive to changes in my surroundings. It seems to cling to a strange type of white flower, even causing it to mutate. Unfortunately, I was attacked by ethereals before I could
White flowers and abnormal miasma. Miss Zhao mentioned this...
There are plenty of those white flowers nearby. If it's convenient for you, we can head over to...
That's a great idea.
โอเค เมื่อกี้เราลองใช้ดาบบินมาแล้วนะ คงไม่ต้องอะไรมากนะครับ โอเคครับ ที่คุณลูด้าถามมาว่าเย่ชุนกวงเนี่ยลองได้ตรงไหน สามารถกดได้ที่ตัวของอีเวนต์นะครับ แล้วก็ในส่วนของเวทีการออดิชั่นก็คือตรงนี้เนาะที่มันจะมีให้ลองตัวของเย่ชุนกวงกับดาวนะครับ ตรงนี้สามารถทดลองเล่นได้ ก็จะเป็นเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะ พื้นที่ที่เอาไว้ลองเล่นนะครับ แต่ทีมก็จะไม่ลองเทสเนาะว่ามีทีมแบบไหนอะไรให้เล่นบ้างครับ นี่เป็นคนแรกเลยนะเนี่ยที่มาเม้นตอนที่ผมลองไลฟ์แบบสตรีม2 ช่องเนี่ย ขอบคุณนะครับมาต่อ
I didn't think the Qingming sword could...
ขอโทษท่านเรือคืออะไรวะเนี่ยเสียงสะท้อนหวานๆโอ้นี่กูต้องมาตามเก็บของพวกนี้ด้วยใช่ไหมเนี่ยดูทรงแล้วน่าใช่จริงๆเยอะนะแบบใหม่เนี่ยเยอะนะ
That figure. It's my brother. He really is here.
Wait, over there. Miss Zhao's surrounded by a ton of ethereals.
As expected, there's a ton of those weird white flap. Miss Zhao was just chased by a whole bunch of ethereals out of sight. She's all alone. It's too dangerous. But if we go now...
You decide. Whatever you choose.
Thank you. I've decided. I want to help Miss Zhao first. As for my brother, at least now we know he's okay. And besides, you're here with me, right? For now, we just can't ignore a friend in danger.
I knew you'd say that. Let's move. Miss Zhao's surrounded, so we'd better help her eliminate some ethereals.
Okay.
Don't worry. You made the right call.
Ride the wind.
This one looks like trouble.
My spirit soars in the sky! I'm sensing a weird aura
Bên
of
tầm.
plasma from it. What the heavens? Familiar somehow, but... No. Now isn't the time to be thinking about that. We still need to hurry and help Miss Zhao. Finally! The last of them.
อืม
No time to waste. We've got to
คอม
go
โบ
help Miss
ของ
Zhao.
M0 มันทำแบบนี้ เพราะว่าผมเองผมลองเล่นคอมโบของ M0 แล้ว มัน มันใช้ไม่ได้เพราะผมดันสุ่ม M2 ไปแล้ว
Another one of those obstacles. I'm leaving it to you, Junior. Perfect. You've already handled those ethereals.
มันเจอดอกไม้พอดีเลย
Miss Zhao, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Wait. Don't tell me you came here because you were worried about me.
We saw you surrounded by a ton of ethereals from the watchtower.
Yeah, we caught sight of her brother earlier, but...
I didn't need rescuing, but fine. Since our original deal was that you'd help me, seems you're keeping your word. And who's this Bamboo?
Oh, this is Luck Spring. We met it on the way. It said it's kind of broken, so it's been wandering around here alone.
Hello, Miss Zhao. I'm fairly familiar with this area. Maybe I can be of some use to you. In exchange, I hope you can take me out of this hollow.
A little bamboo wandering around a place this dangerous alone, huh? That's pretty interesting.
You flatter me. But you're right. I'm not quite like the usual bamboo, even with my body damaged. My memory core...
So you also felt it. I was just about to say, these ethereals have this strange miasmic aura about them. It's darker and more sinister than normal miasma. I'm assuming this is what you mentioned before? But the miasma doesn't seem to have a tangible form. I don't think we can clear it out.
I've also been mulling that over. Earlier, I discovered that this abnormal miasma clings to those white flowers.
Right! Blackspring mentioned before that it causes the flowers to mutate.
Mutate. So, that's what's going on. If this little bamboo's intel is accurate, perhaps we could find the tangible form of this miasma in those mutated flowers and track down the source of the expansion using what we learn. I have a feeling that this all has something to do with the creator.
You mean the creator that Sarah mentioned?
Yep, but that's just my theory. We'll need more proof. Right now, let's just find those mutated flowers. Even without this whole mutation thing, these flowers are pretty odd by themselves.
You're right. We've seen them plenty of times deep inside the hollow. But lately, they've begun showing up in Phylum Heights.
In Phylum Heights?
What about Phylum Heights?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's really strange those flowers would appear in Phylum Heights.
อย่าบอกนะว่าลืมชื่อไฟลูไฮ
Be careful, everyone! These ethereals are all soaked in the stench of abnormal miasma. It looks like the teeming sword is resonating with them. We should look into this.
Aren't you here to find your brother? What, giving up on him already?
I already know my brother's fate. That's good enough for me. For now, I have other things to do. I'll be fine.
ผมกะ
Let's
จะ
get
เก็
to
บ
where
อัน
the
ติไว้
ethereals are coming
ความ
from.
เป็นจริงอะ
I can feel it. The Qingming sword is guiding me.
Anytime. So you're not just some dainty little princess. You're much more capable than I thought.
Thank you. Oh, the blade knows my heart.
Wait, is that Miss Carol? What's she doing here?
ยังมีแวร์บูช่วยหาของอยู่เนาะกดผิดอีกแล้วโอเคทำเควสต่อดีกว่าผมว่าผมเดินเลยมาไกลแล้วเริ่มทะเลทลายแล้วแคโรล
I see. You want to make them descend. I'll do it. As long as you succeed. I'll join you in that audience before. Now is the most opportune moment, even if it means staining my hands with blood.
That was an illusion formed by miasma?
Yes, that was my teacher, Miss Carroll. But why would her illusion appear here?
There are quite a few similar phantoms around here. I've seen several myself. From what I've observed, they're remnants of the people who were once here. Their shapes and voices have been preserved by the miasma in some peculiar way.
I've heard miasma can preserve images of people. Looks like it's true after all. There's just no way to tell when that actually happened.
So your teacher has been here before?
I don't really know.
The one your teacher mentioned must be the creator, right? Seems like she knew about this creator a long time ago. And your teacher kinda sounded like Miss Sarah from the Exaltists. She wanted the creator to descend.
Based on everything we've seen so far, the creator's descent would cause a catastrophe. There's no way my teacher would want that. Something's definitely not right here.
You really believe in your teacher that much? People are the most unpredictable, untrustworthy creatures in the world.
I don't think so. Junior Belle knows her teacher far better than some illusion repeating a few random words. If we can't even trust the ones closest to us, what else is there that we can put our trust into?
Ourselves. And only ourselves.
Huh?
It's nothing. Anyway, based on the clues, I think we can be certain now. There's an abnormal miasma in Lemnian Hollow that's causing it to expand. The anomaly you and Dylan felt before was actually a kind of inhale. Like the ocean suddenly retreating before a tsunami hits.
So, that means...
It means a terrifying tsunami is coming. Quite possibly the awakening of the Creator.
Sorry, I actually meant to ask earlier. This creator you've been talking about.
The Creator is the being worshipped by the Exaltists. They treat it like a god, believing it can give them power and create a whole new world. From what we've gathered, this Creator is very likely tied to all the abnormal miasma around us.
I see. So you're talking about the same creator I know of. I've also heard stories about the Exaltists. Sadly, I've lost my combat capabilities now. I apologize that I can't be of much help.
You've already been a huge help, though. You're really familiar with the area. You managed to guide us.
Sorry to interrupt this touching moment, but to prevent the worst from happening, we'd better hurry and find those mutated flowers.
Right. The Qingming Sword's resonance is growing stronger alongside the presence of abnormal miasma. What we're looking for probably isn't too far ahead. I sense strong abnormal miasma. It's very likely that the special white flower we're looking for is right there. With a pure heart, the sword will follow.
ขอเลื่อนแชทลงมาหน่อยตัวหนังสือจะได้ไม่นี่นะครับ
So many white flowers here. The white flowers are turning black?
ไอ้กบนี่อีกอะไม่ได้มาแค่กบด้วยมาพี่ก้ามก็มา
This is the mutation caused by the abnormal miasma. The white flowers completely turn black. Now it's even more dangerous now.
Forget the flowers. The abnormal miasma on these ethereals is even stronger than before. Let's handle this with caution. What the heavens? Radiant cloud. Lift the heavens. The ice.
Let's hurry up and check those black flowers.
นึงนะครับผมเห็นตัวหนังสือแชทมันดูเล็กลงตอนแรกกะจะปรับแต่ว่าน่าจะปรับไม่ทันละ
She shouldn't be drawing on the Qingming Sword's What's wrong? You look so surprised. It's my dear Junior.
You're the other Xiaoguang from earlier.
Good. I knew you wouldn't forget me. I need to find a chance to give you a proper, well, no. I said no, and I meant it. If you touch that sword again, fine, you win. But we won't do it again.
Wait, are you talking to Xiaoguang?
You could say that. Sometimes I can feel her. Her will is so strong, but I do what I can to make sure we survive. Blood as the bond, soul as the vow. Be gone!
เย่
Years
โอพีจังอะ
Sorry for the trouble.
That girl was your other half? Interesting. Is it because of the Qingming sword?
I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's the Qingming sword, or maybe it's just something about me.
What? You knew she existed? But you...
Sorry. I did know about her, yes. Sometimes I can even sense what she's doing. But that night, she just appeared out of nowhere and acted so strange towards you. I didn't know how to explain, so I just pretended I didn't know anything. I'm really, really sorry.
It's alright. What worries me more is the Qingming sword. She just used its power. How are you feeling? Everything okay?
Actually, it was my idea too. I thought no matter what, those things had to be purified. She thought it'd be safer if she were the one to do it instead of me. And it's true. She did use the sword's power, but I didn't feel anything at all.
Even so, that's way too dangerous. Don't do this again. You promised me, Xiaoguang. No matter what happens, your safety comes first.
I know!
Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like I should remind you.
Yeah, I felt it too.
Brother?
I think I see something over there. Did Senior Ye leave it?
ถ้าเกิดเย่เป็นตัวละครที่ playable เนี่ย ผมเดาว่าคงไม่พ้นตัดสะบั้นอืมจะตัดสะบั้นเอง
Senior Ye left this letter to tell us something, but it feels so vague.
Brother. He's avoiding me. I don't know why he's doing this. There's so much he keeps from me. In his eyes, I'm still that immature kid who needs protecting. But I have grown up. I've gotten stronger. Yet, I'm still not good enough to share everyone's burdens. Sorry. I didn't mean to start rambling about all these heavy things.
If Senior Ye really wanted to disappear for good, we wouldn't have found this letter. The fact that he left clues means he wants to communicate with us, but won't meet us face to face. Maybe there's a reason he has to stay hidden?
You're right. He must have his reasons.
You really do just trust people that easily, huh?
ตัวเบรก
What's wrong with that? Plus, he's not people. He's my brother.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just a common trait of greenhouse flowers. Let's hope he's someone worth trusting then.
Reboot. Requesting reboot. Data corrupted. Data corrupted.
Oh no. Looks like Lockspring's gotten worse.
We've pretty much wrapped up here. It's about time we head out. I got something on the abnormal miasma and the hollow expansion, and you've managed to find some clues about your senior. Too bad none of it is exactly good news, though. Let's go. I'll leave the rest to you, Proxy. As expected of a pro. You're way more efficient than I thought, Proxy. Alright, let's go. Lemnian Hollow is indeed expanding at an unusual rate. Just like I guessed before, it's because of the abnormal miasma inside. Though it has no tangible form, it clings to those white flowers, mutating them and turning them into black flowers.
Those mutated black flowers spread corruption around it and draw in ethereals. But I can purify them with the Qingming sword.
Correct. You said Phylum Heights had those white flowers too, right? If those also... No, that shouldn't be possible. Theoretically, they can only survive inside the hollow. Anyway, let's...
Reboot.
Maybe we should take Locks...
Yeah, that's probably our bigger
You're coming with us, Miss Zhao? I thought you might...
This little Bangbu knows that area really well. It's worth keeping it with us. Besides, I've got nothing urgent going on. I don't mind...
So, do you happen to know any shops that fix Bangbu?
I actually do know someone who's really good at fixing Bangbu. He's not...
You really can do anything. Alright then, I'm counting on you.
Oh, Enzo อ่ะ อ๋อ จินเจอร์
Hmm.
เหี้ยมีต้นฉบับเลยไม่ใช่ตัวก๊อบปี้ด้วยมึงไปหามาจากไหนกันเนี่ย
Huh.
Huh?
ไอ้เข้ไอ้หมอนี่มันรู้มากนี่หว่าเรียกรู้อืมธุรกิจรวบรวมบลาบลานู่นนี่นั่นอยู่ แล้วก็เก็บดอกไม้พยายามหึอ่ผมขออนุญาตไปเบรกเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับ เดี๋ยวมานะครับฮัลโหลฮัลโหลโอเค มาต่อกัน วันนี้ก็ได้20 โลแล้วเนี่ย
Huyan Antiques, where history speaks. Find the one that speaks to you. have you covered. Fair prices, large selections, your smart choice for
โอ
shopping.
เค ตรงนี้เดี๋ยวผมขอเบรกไว้แค่นี้ก่อนดีกว่านะครับ แล้วเดี๋ยวเราค่อยไปต่อกันอีกทีหนึ่งตอนกลางคืนเนาะนะครับโอเคครับ งั้นบ่ายนี้พอแค่นี้ก่อนดีกว่านะครับ ขอบคุณทุกคนที่เข้ามาดูด้วยนะครับ ถ้าเกิดมีคำหยาบคายตรงไหนในระหว่างตอนไลฟ์เนี่ย ขออภัยด้วยเนาะ แล้วเดี๋ยวเราเจออีกทีหนึ่งตอน20:30นะครับ เป็นเรื่องที่เราจะเล่นต่อกันเนาะ โอเคครับ บาย